Imagine a battlefield. On one side, the most powerful military forces in the world, the United States and Israel. They are equipped with advanced fighter jets, multi-million-dollar missiles, and some of the most sophisticated air defense systems on Earth. But surprisingly, standing against all this power is a weapon so cheap it costs less than an ordinary car. And yet, this small weapon is slowly changing the entire equation of modern warfare. Many military analysts now believe this drone has enabled Iran to develop a new kind of strategy, a strategy where victory is not achieved through brute force, but through intelligence and economic pressure. Think about it. If a drone that costs just a few $1,000s needs to be stopped by a missile worth millions, then how much does that change the economics of war? At the center of this shift is a unique weapon from Iran, the Shahed-136, a kamikaze drone, also known as a suicide drone. At first glance, it looks simple. It's not a massive fighter jet, nor does it look like a powerful missile. But in reality, this small weapon has quietly begun to redefine modern warfare. For years, people believed the more advanced and expensive the weapon, the greater its power on the battlefield. But the Shahed-136 is turning that idea upside down. Consider this. The American Tomahawk cruise missile costs several $millions. Russia's Kh-101 cruise missile is also in the same price range. Even ballistic missiles can cost hundreds of thousands of dollars. And in the middle of all this comes a weapon that costs only a few $1,000s, sometimes even cheaper than a used car. That weapon is the Shahed-136 drone, and this is where its true power begins. This drone is often called a kamikaze drone, or a suicide drone. In military terms, it is known as a loitering munition because it doesn't strike immediately. Instead, it can stay in the air for a long time, searching for its target, like a hunting bird. Some targets are not always visible. They appear for a few seconds and then disappear. So the drone waits, circling above, watching, waiting for the perfect moment. And when that moment comes, it dives down suddenly, destroying the target with an explosion and destroying itself in the process. Another unusual feature of this drone is its sound. When it flies, it produces a noise similar to a scooter engine. That's why it is often called the flying scooter. And that sound creates fear, because when people hear it, they know something is coming. The drone is about 3.5 meters long, with a wingspan of around 3 meters. It weighs approximately 220 kilograms. At the front, it carries an explosive warhead weighing between 30 and 50 kilograms. At the back, there is a propeller that pushes it forward. It uses a simple 2-stroke gasoline engine, producing around 50 horsepower, allowing it to fly at speeds of up to 200 kilometers per hour. There is no dedicated cooling system. As it flies at high speed, the airflow itself keeps the engine cool. To maintain stability, it has control surfaces at the rear and flaps on the wings. These are controlled by small servo motors that help the drone change direction. At its core, there is a small onboard computer that controls the entire flight. It uses GPS to determine its position via satellite. If GPS fails, it switches to an inertial navigation system, which uses internal sensors to calculate direction and movement. In some cases, the drone can even detect radar signals. If it identifies an air defense radar, it can attack it directly. Because once the radar is destroyed, the entire defense system becomes blind. The drone is launched from a special truck-mounted system. It's placed on a launch rail, and a small rocket booster is used to lift it into the air. Once airborne, the main engine takes over, and the booster detaches automatically. The drone has a range of up to 2,000 kilometers. but its real strength lies in how it's used. These drones rarely attack alone. Often multiple drones are launched at once, sometimes even hundreds. And they don't strike a single target. They spread out, hitting different targets simultaneously. They usually fly at low altitude, making them harder to detect by radar. And by the time they are detected, it may be already too late. Technically, they can be destroyed, but here comes the biggest problem: cost. A single drone costs just a few $1,000s, but to destroy it, you may need a missile worth hundreds of thousands or even millions. For example, the Tamir missile used in Israel's Iron Dome system is far more expensive than the drone itself. And if a Patriot missile is used, the cost increases even more. In simple terms, you're spending far more to defend than the attacker is spending to strike. And when hundreds of drones attack at once, even advanced defense systems begin to struggle. That's why many experts believe the Shahed 136 is not just a drone, it is a symbol of a new kind of warfare. A reality where billion-dollar weapons are being challenged by low-cost technology. Some reports even suggest that interceptor missile stockpiles in countries like the United States and Israel are being stretched thin. Because while drones like these can be produced quickly and cheaply, advanced interceptor missiles take more time and far more money to build. So, the question remains, where will this conflict lead? And what does the future of warfare really look like?